Now, last night we brought you the story of a group of pensioners from the Black Country who are campaigning for a commitment to keep bus travel for the elderly free. It's amid rumours that politicians may be planning to put the brakes on it.
Today, they took their message to the engine room of government as they delivered a petition to Downing Street. More than 150,000 people in the West Midlands have signed it, which indicates millions more across the country will be watching manifestos closely for this issue come the general election. Galen Watkinson reports.
If they could have driven a bus up Downing Street, they would have done. These pensioners have travelled from the Black Country to deliver a petition signed by thousands, a demand that bus travel remains free for the OAP, regardless of who's behind this door by next summer. As they waited to set off by coach from Walsall, they explained that the absence of a threat to cut the benefit is not enough. They want a promise from all parties that it will be kept.
At the moment, no political party has said what they're going to do after the next general election if they have power, but certainly there have been mumblings ever since 2011 from senior coalition politicians, and we mustn't take the Labour Party for granted either. So the idea is persuade all major parties to do the right thing and say we are going to keep this as it is.
We pay as they go. Each trip is logged and the Treasury only billed for the journeys made. The total cost, just over £1 billion a year. But money well spent, according to those who use the service.
The economy is helped by us using our bus passes. We use them in the buses and in the shops. I do voluntary work at the hospital. I wouldn't be able to go if I'd got to pay bus fare.
I haven't got a car, and if I didn't go out and about on the bus, we wouldn't go anywhere, would we?
Millions of pensioners don't even use the bus pass. It only costs if you get on the bus. And if you do use the bus, for every £1 that costs, they spend £2 in shopping. And the other thing is, if people are trapped in their homes, it's going to cost the NHS, or the people who buy it, a fortune to treat people for the effects of loneliness and illness.
Miliband was asked a question about the bus pass in my constituency a few weeks ago, and he made it clear that as far as Labour is concerned, the bus pass will be retained, and rightly so.
The leaders of both other main parties have dropped heavy hints that they don't intend to take the free bus passes away. Today they've been put on notice that a section of society with significant electoral clout won't be pleased if they don't turn those hints into manifesto pledges. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.
Well, for more on this, we're joined by Davina Litton from the charity Age UK. Davina, why should the over-60s get free bus passes?
Well, we at Age UK and Age UK Walsall particularly feel it's vitally important for people to have access to free transport to ensure that they can still engage in the local communities, get out and about and not become socially isolated. And social isolation is a huge issue for people aged 65 plus, not able to get out and about. So taking away the bus pass is one more thing that could lead to social isolation further down the line.
There are those, though, who will say it costs the public, and is it actually worth it?
Again, we strongly believe it is worth it because the cost to the public purse later down the line could actually increase. I think you were saying that it's over 1.1 billion that is spent on bus passes nationally. The cost to the public purse later down the line would probably be even greater, with people accessing health and social care services to a greater degree. We know that 1 in 4 people aged over 65 plus suffer from depression. 12% of those people actually cite that being due to social isolation. So it's a huge figure that has a huge cost to health and social care.
I understand there's a bit of confusion over these bus passes. Who's actually entitled to one?
Anyone aged over the age of 60, and anyone who has any concerns about that can call their local Age UK. Our Age UK Walsall number is 01922 638825, but any local Age UK can help you across the West Midlands.
Now, we know the petition was handed into number 10 Downing Street today. What do you want the government to commit to specifically?
I think we would like them to commit to keeping the bus pass as a free service to older people nationally. As I said, for people aged 50, 65 plus, etc., social isolation can have a huge impact on their mental and physical well-being. And actually we support the notion that to keep people independent in their own homes, which is part of the Health and Social Care Act at the moment in terms of the way services need to be transformed, is about keeping access to local community services, local charities, etc.
Davina Litton, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
30 years ago today,